All right, I'm back. I'm late. Had a CE course. Took a little bit longer than I thought. But, oh my god, chapter 1100 and was it 25? Did anyone know this was a possibility? What happened in this chapter? I did not see coming, was not expecting it, didn't even know it was an option, and I love it. We'll get to that in a moment. We start off very simply with the Marines leaving Egghead, and they're saying, pack up the Seraphims, they need to recharge or something like that, or when they recharge, bring them aboard. Maybe you need something on Punk Hazard to recharge them, don't know if it's a translation thing. But then Lucci and Kaku come on board, and they're like, hey, welcome back, where's Stussy? Lucci basically says she's dead, killed in action. And initially, it reminded me when Dofi said that Gecko Moray was, he ran away. And my initial thought was, well, clearly Dofi's lying, and he just killed him. So I'm thinking that Lucci's lying and killed in action, yeah, but killed by Lucci. So I'm wondering if Stussy stuck around, or more likely, because Kaku got this shadow on his face, he lied. He lied to Lucci and said that she was killed in action, maybe showed a dead fake body, but I'm going with Kaku told Lucci, didn't make it, and that's what Lucci assumes. Yeah, those are the really only two options. Either she ran away and Kaku's covering for her, or she didn't run away and Lucci killed her and he's lying about killing her. So that's what I kind of expect has happened to her. And I'm just going to wait for her to show up and lead the Seraphims as their own pirate crew, because I'm waiting for that to happen. Now, Saturn's going off about how parts of this mission was a success. They got York, they got Punk Records, they got the Mother Flame, so they secured many, many things. But Vegapunk's message still got out. And the Vice Admirals are like, we're sorry about Luffy, let us go after him to Elbath, and he's like, forget Elbath, not the problem, it is the message that's the problem, that should not have gotten out. Doberman speaks up, and it's just like, is the issue that some parts of the message was true, to which Saturn sets him ablaze, blasts him backwards, takes him out. Now the question is, do I forgive Doberman for what he said on Marineford wanting Whitebeard and Ace's head, because he stood up to the Celestial Dragon questioning the Gorosei for the truth of Vegapunk's message? No, of course I don't forgive him. But still, it's a good way. If he has to go out, that's a good way to do it. That being said, Oda barely ever kills anyone. I'm suspecting that he'll come back with the bandage on his head in a little while. Who knows? But I did not expect him to get taken out like that. Okay, so the Marines are questioning about Vegapunk's message. And now you have witnesses to one of the Gorosei taking him out for asking that question. So unless he wipes out all the Vice Admirals here, this is getting out. Saturn's also interested in the Iron Giant and why it came to protect Luffy when it's been dormant for so long since his attack on Marijois. He was the one who kept it from being scrapped. He wanted it studied. Why just search for knowledge, thinking they could use that power for themselves? Why not just scrap it if it was a vessel from the enemy? I'm going with he wants that power for himself. The same reason I'm convinced he was trying to replicate Luffy's devil fruit and gave it to Bonnie, thought it was a failure, turns out it wasn't. But I think his belief that he is the smartest one in the room and no one could get something up on him, so like, I will take this power for myself and no one will take it back from me. I think that came to bite him. Meanwhile, York is fighting Edison, of all people, who's back and alive and has taken over Punk Records, and the Cloud Factory is producing more clouds and more clouds and more clouds. She's like, what's going on? Shoots at him, doesn't work, and he flies off with Punk Records. And I did not notice that Punk Records kind of like detached there. I'm assuming it's flying away and he's stealing it. But I was reading this on my teeny tiny phone, and I should not do that at work. But I love that. The rest of the satellites are alive, and they've all combined into one body, and it's a mismatch of different pieces of them, which is a delight. No one actually thought they were dead. Oda has a real issue with not killing off characters, and again, I want the trauma. I still say these characters were not set up individually enough for me to care about their death. I would have loved for them to be explored more as individually, but they're back. I really have nothing to comment on it, but they are calling the Sky Island that Nami went to, where she also learned the rope tying thing, the knots that held the hockey that just so happened Joy Boy used as well. Coincidence? I hope not. So they're contacting them probably to help monitor the changing climates and water levels, would be my guess. We also have the Revolutionary Army talking about whoever gets the One Piece will have this power to possibly sink the world, the rising water levels, talking about Marijois located on the Red Line and how it's so high up, and that's probably why they chose that location, knowing about this flooding and potential flooding again. They brought up Tequila Wolf, which I love. I'm obsessed with knowing the purpose for this structure. Is it something as simple as, hey, if it floods again, we need something high up? Do we need something connecting? Is there more to it? It's just a mystery that's been being built for so long, and I want to know the truth of it. Dragon pipes in to say that soon people will be fighting for land if this comes to pass, and they're not going to take Vegapunk's warning the way that he intended it to. I'm very excited to see what the Revolutionary Army's role is going to play in this. They're not getting in Luffy's way, because Sabo will take them out. So Luffy got some allies there to get the One Piece. They're going to trust. They would trust Luffy with their One Piece, right? If they think it's a power that could sink the world. Would Dragon trust Luffy with the power to sink the world or flood the world? Irrelevant. But now the best part, because did anyone think this was an option? I did not think this was an option. I didn't know we could do this. Moonface, Garling, whatever his name is, Shanks' probably father, walks into the room with the other Gorosei. They're like, what the hell are you doing here? Know your place. It's like, I have been promoted. The honor has been blessed upon me. The new whatever of science, warlord, war god. Yeah, I'm like, that's Saturn's title, you just said. And stupid, naive Jessica is just like, well, Saturn got demoted / moved / has a new mission. Like, he can't act as a Gorosei right now, so he's just being relocated to a different thing. No. Cut to Saturn. Burst into possible flame / miasma / I'm leaning towards the hockey being sucked out of him. And I am in shock. I did not know you could kill a Gorosei member like this. Eam is interrogating him mentally while the Marines around him are screaming, tell us what to do, you can't die on our watch, we'll all be executed, this is not good, someone get a medic. And I'm watching as he's begging Eam to stop, to have mercy on him, calling him Mew. And he's like, you failed. Joy Boy was here. It's like, how could I know he would follow us? Follow us from where? Following us from the past, from the future, over the centuries. Had this locked away. Like, how could he predict that? Please, forgiveness. Eam's like, no. And then he erupts, and he is aged, possibly, to the point of death, and it's just a skeleton left behind. Now, my personal theory is going to be, if that was Haki, he has a connection to Eam's Haki, and Eam just kind of took it out of him and drained him of essentially his life force, and then he aged to death. Because Eam is keeping them immortal, they're all linked hive mind-wise, / they are demons. They have a demon in them. Eam is a demon and put demons in them and took it back. I don't know exactly, but it was fantastic. I did not know this was an option, that he would just go out like that. Am I upset that Bonnie or Kuma was not the one to kill him? A little bit. But I don't care, because did not expect this. And now Fingerland Garling guy, Moonface Beard, is taking his place. And we have possibly Shanks' evil twin brother hinted at in previous panels, if that was the one with the sword. I'm excited. I am very much excited. Oh, option two. It wasn't Haki. It was black. I'm gonna leave a black conqueror's Haki. I feel like it was probably Haki. But if it was fire, the man with the burn scar, could this attack have been used on him in the past, him or her? Were they a previous Gorosei member? I don't think so. I feel like we had a flashback between the time that Roe Poneglyph went missing, and the Gorosei all being who we know them to be. But regardless, was this attack used on the man with the burn scar, and it scorched him by Eam's power and attack, but then he survived with Brooke's revived fruit? Maybe? I don't know, but I kinda like that idea. And so ends this chapter. I don't think there's a break next week, which I'm excited for. Are we finally going to see Elbeth? Are we going to have a little bit of time sailing on the ship? Don't know. Is this my favorite? No, because we had the Bonnie learning the truth and breaking down and the most trauma that's ever been inflicted on me in a flashback since Ennis Lobby and post Marineford in Egghead. So that was my favorite moment in Egghead, that flashback with Bonnie. But seeing Saturn's demise, that was phenomenal. I cannot wait for that to be animated. I don't watch the anime. I'm watching that. All right, that is all I got. Talk to you later.